Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Come on now.
First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Newton now on second down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Newton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Newton to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And 10. Here's Wentz. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Come on now. Let's go.
first down. Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. To Barkley on the check down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
81.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Long in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And Sanders now to return. Fast footwork by Sanders. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. Going deep for Hopkins. And he will have a touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 45 yards. And the Mandalites have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wentz now on first down. And they're going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chris Long in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And this will be a touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So that one will be accepted. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wentz now to throw. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
82.
They do go for it. It's Wentz fighting to stay upright, and it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Newton on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Tomlinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Anthony Barr. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll run it with Williams. And it's a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
Offensive line coaches always. We score touchdowns. That means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brandon Graham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Great 57. 81.
Throwing is Wentz. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Here we go. Lady.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play for the Saints on 3rd down. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ryan Shazier in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they dropped him here this afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught Safarian Jenkins right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz steps away. He gets it to Brown. Good play. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chris Long able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Great. Mike 27.
Wentz steps away to his left. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, possession switches hands. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Newton. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. First and 10, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, let's go! Line! 300!
So here's Vick following the interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And this results in 6. Touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to it after the pick 6. Vick flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Vick. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Johnson, 68 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go up top, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Quick.
Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First down, Vick going up top. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Anderson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! George Kittle, 69 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the
got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Johnson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Anderson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. First down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Going. It got his man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to, and this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Vic now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Michael Vick, and he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier